Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this beautiful Tuesday.
Yeah, it feels nice outside. The lower humidity makes a huge difference.
Could use the rain, but we'll have to wait and see if there's in the forecast. That's coming up. But first, top in our news today, no employees nor people nearby were hurt in that huge fire in Rockton, but tonight they're worried about protecting the environment. We're live outside the chem tool plant with the latest.
People hoping to say, I'm going to Disneyland, finally can again. The first state to close due to COVID is back open. We look at how the Golden State is getting back to business.
And a lot of golden sunshine would benefit a huge new solar farm in Madison. It just got the green light today, helping MMSD go green in the process.
Let's take a look outside today. It was a really nice sunny day.
The opposite of green.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of brown out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of brown out there. Let's see, where is our weather video? That's a beautiful Wisconsin shot.
Somewhere in rural Wisconsin. We can get used to all this. Dana is over in the weather area.
The general weather vicinity.
In the weather vicinity.
Yes, it is really nice outside today. Of course, a lot of sunshine, and it's been pleasant to see a bit of a drop in our humidity. I was out running along the Ice Age Trail earlier, and man, it's green if you're in the woods, but yes, if you're just looking out at the grass right now, things are a little brown, a little dry for us. Temperatures currently in the upper 70s, right where we should be today. Just a picture-perfect copy-paste what we want to see for the middle of June. Partly sunny skies, 81 in Janesville right now, and in Platteville, about 77 in Mineral Point, and 82 in Monroe. Tomorrow, another very picture-perfect mid-June day, mostly sunny with temperatures, again, fairly close to 80 degrees for afternoon highs. But as we look ahead to Thursday, late in the day and at night, we have added an alert day into the forecast. That's going to be our next opportunity for some strong to severe thunderstorms to build in, some shower chances possible. We'll look at that rain chance in just a little bit. Right now, as far as traffic is concerned, a bit of a delay eastbound along the Belt line, currently just past Fish Hatchery Road, close to Rim Rock, and all the way through Monona. As far as Rock County, no delays along the interstate and downtown Janesville. Still the traffic spots, but no accidents to report this evening. Janesville to the Belt line, 26 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown. A quick 9-minute drive for us on this Tuesday.
All right, Dana, I'll check back in a few minutes. Well, putting out that huge fire at the chem tool plant in Rockton, Illinois is only part of the battle for crews today. They're more concerned about preventing an environmental disaster in the nearby Rock River. We're waiting for an update from the fire chief. That's set to start at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The plant was still burning throughout the day, more than 24 hours since emergency calls first started coming in. An industrial firefighting company came up from Louisiana to dig trenches between the plant and the river to catch any chemical runoff. They also placed absorbent booms in the water. About 500,000 gallons of oil are still burning inside the plant. Rockton Fire Chief Kirk Wilson said letting the fire burn on its own was the best option.
If we let product go into the river, I think we would have more of an environmental impact and more of a nightmare than this actual fire.
People who live within 1 mile of the plant still can't go home, and people within 3 miles should wear masks as a precaution. Wilson did not have a timeline for whether either precaution would be lifted, but we hope to learn more during that 5 o'clock news conference. So what about those people forced out of their homes? The American Red Cross set up a disaster relief center at Roscoe Middle School where people slept last night.
And that is where our Jamie Perez went today to see how people were impacted by this. She joins us live in Rockton tonight. Jamie?
Right, well, at this time yesterday, if you remember, we were seeing huge black plumes of smoke fill the horizon, but now we have relatively clear skies and a lot of that smoke has dissipated. But just because that smoke has gone away does not mean that those people who were evacuated from their homes can return home just yet. The American Red Cross of Illinois' communications spokesperson Holly Baker told me today they set up an evacuation site at Roscoe Middle School yesterday, and they told me that most people found places to stay, but there were about 11 people who stayed there overnight. Baker told me they have the ability to safely house 100 people here and are prepared for the fluctuating number of people who may need their help over the next week or so.
Any disaster is big to the person experiencing it. So people are displaced from their homes just a few miles down the road. You can imagine how frustrating that can be for somebody to they just want to go home. So until they can, we're going to be here to help them, provide food, be that comforting shoulder to lean on.
This fire has clearly disrupted a lot of people's lives. There are still state and federal agencies on the ground monitoring the air quality levels and the river water to keep track of the environmental impact this will have. And as I mentioned at noon, we're going to be hearing from some of the people who were evacuated, so I'll have that coming up for you coming up tonight at 5.
Rockton, Illinois. Thank you. A woman from Jefferson County faces a homicide charge and 3 other felonies tonight. Police think she was involved in a woman's death and fire in Fort Atkinson over the weekend.
Prosecutors charged Elizabeth Durkee today. Firefighters and police went to a home on Foster Avenue in Fort Atkinson on Friday, and crews found one woman dead inside the burned out house. There was also an Amber Alert late Friday night for a missing 2-year-old connected to that fire, but the girl was soon found safe after the alert.
President Biden's week-long European trip to connect with other world leaders has taken him to the final stop in Switzerland.
He's in Geneva for his face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Natalie Brand reports.
All eyes are on Geneva, Switzerland, where in less than 24 hours, President Biden will meet face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Earlier, the president sat down with the Swiss president, the country hosting the high-stakes summit. Senior administration officials say Wednesday's meeting is expected to last several hours. Recent cyber attacks and ransomware will be among issues topping the agenda.
There is plenty of proof that a number of cyber attacks in the past few years have come from Russia.
U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo spoke to CBS News from Brussels, where she met with U.S. and European business leaders who have expressed concern.
I think there's a growing recognition that cyber attacks are going to increase in number and in severity, and we all have to be a lot more vigilant.
In addition to cyber attacks, other key issues will include human rights, election interference, and Russian aggression towards Ukraine.
CBS News got a rare look at one of the front lines of the conflict, which began in 2014 when Russia sent unmarked military forces to occupy the southern portion of Crimea in Ukraine.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
It can be tomorrow at their houses.
Ahead of his meeting with Putin, President Biden enthusiastically stressed U.S. solidarity with European allies. Earlier today, the U.S. and EU announced a deal to end the 17-year-old Airbus-Boeing trade dispute, reaching a 5-year agreement to suspend tariffs. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And CBS News has learned the Russian Navy is already conducting what it calls its largest exercise since the end of the Cold War in the Pacific Ocean, about 500 miles west of Hawaii. Well, it's a big day in California. For the first time in 469 days, the state is back open for business. The state has lifted rules on social distancing and capacity limits everywhere, including restaurants, bars, gyms, and performance venues. Vaccinated people are no longer required to mask up. Amusement parks and sports stadiums can also operate pre-pandemic business as usual. Casey Pompeo is a music artist and promoter.
It's super exciting for me because I love meeting people. I love getting out there and talking with people. Venice Beach, Santa Monica, downtown, whatever it may be.
The nation's most populous state was the first in the nation to lock down and among the last to reopen. Amusement parks like Disneyland can operate as usual, and tonight, for the first time since 2019, Dodger Stadium will operate at full capacity. Well, go ahead, Susan, I'm sorry.
The Avenue Club on East Washington Avenue is closing as a result of the pandemic, but an exciting new development has already been announced to take its place. Our Christina Laurie gives us a first look at some of the people it will benefit.
Hi, Mark and Susan. The Wisconsin Youth Symphony Orchestra has a new home in the heart of the Isthmus. When the Avenue Club's lease expires this August, the symphony will start construction on a $25 million state-of-the-art practice facility for its 500 young musicians between the ages of 5 and 18. This project is a long time coming for the youth group, who's outgrown their pre-pandemic home inside the Humanities building on campus. While Madison is home to many performance venues it doesn't have many spaces for practicing. So the symphony's director, Kyle Knox, says this center will help fill that void.
The idea here is to try to build something with sort of maximum programming in mind. What do we do and what do we want to do? And then build backwards from that. What facility will make that possible?
Tonight at 6, we'll tell you more about this part of town, which is quickly becoming the center of arts programming for kids in particular. Mark and Susan?
Christina, we will see you at 5. Thank you. MG&E has received approval for an 8-megawatt solar array to be built in Madison, known as the Hermsdorf Solar Project. It will provide locally generated solar energy to the city of Madison and the Madison School District. The solar array will consist of about 28,000 solar panels and will cover approximately 53 acres of land north of Dane County's landfill in southeast Madison. Steve Schultz, an MG&E spokesperson, spoke about the importance to the community.
It's a great opportunity for us to partner with our customers and work towards our shared sustainability goals, bringing more clean, carbon-free, cost-effective energy to the electric grid.
The project will be developed by Next Era Energy Resources Development. Construction is expected to begin this summer, with the solar array generating electricity by the end of the year.
Have you seen the big array out by the airport?
Yeah, they're all
it's just amazing.
They're all over town. Yep.
Well, still to come at 4, there's another weapon in the battle against COVID.
We'll talk with UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff when we come back about the latest vaccine looking for approval by the FDA. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. Here's what we want to do. We want to take those old energy-wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows only from Mad City Windows. Now listen to this. You'll get special savings. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard. Curb appeal counts. You'll take advantage of special savings only offered by Mad City Windows. We're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now would be a great time to call for a limited time to be one of 50 homeowners to get these special savings direct from the manufacturer. Free installation on a house full of new windows. You got to be compensated for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest, and if you call now, $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Zip code and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Neuriva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Neuriva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Neuriva, think bigger.
Why O-Cedar? Because when I get home, we like to play crocodile on the floor. O-Cedar Easy Ring removes over 99% of bacteria, even with just water. Easy and truly clean floors. O-Cedar, it feels great to feel at home.
When the feet that don't take a break need a break. That's a job for O'Keeffe's for Healthy Feet. It's America's #1 selling foot cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet. Also available in O'Keeffe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands.
Our new scented oils give you our best smelling scents, now crafted with more natural ingredients and infused with essential oils that are 100% natural. Give us one plug and connect to nature.
A diamond rush is on in South Africa with fortune seekers rushing to a village hoping to turn into millionaires overnight.
CBS's Ian Lee has the story.
The buzz over the big discovery is stirring celebrations and nerves, with South African villagers protecting what they hope are rocks full of riches. After a shepherd found a clear stone in this field, more than 1,000 fortune seekers raced to the area with picks, shovels, and their hands, hoping to dig up diamonds. This father of two says this will change our lives because no one has a proper job. While this lady hopes everyone's good fortune cuts crime, especially crime against women from unemployed men. Most people here have never touched or even seen a diamond. Some experts think they still haven't, believing the stones are likely quartz crystals. That's not stopping folks from trading the rocks for some quick cash, about $7 each. And while diamonds are forever, this expedition could be short-lived. The government is sending a team of experts to determine if villagers have truly struck it rich. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Wow, look at all those people. Well, if there's one, there's got to be more, right?
You would think.
Yeah.
We'll see. Local government has urged fortune seekers to leave the site to let authorities do a proper inspection amid fears people digging in the site could potentially be spreading COVID-19.
That's a good point. We'll continue to follow it.
Well, stocks fell today after disappointing retail sales numbers. The Dow Industrials fell 94 points, ending the day at 34,299. The Nasdaq was down 101. The S&P 500 fell 8.5. Well, some big developments this week on the coronavirus front.
Novavax could be the fourth COVID vaccine option by this fall, but variants remain a big concern.
And the U.S. reaches a grim new milestone, 600,000 lives lost to COVID-19. Earlier today, we talked with UW Health's Chief Quality Officer, Dr. Jeff Potoff.
It is a sobering statistic. When you think about that number, it's an absolutely huge number. And to think, some of those deaths could have been prevented with just simple actions, it just kind of really hits you that that's where we're at right now.
Puts in perspective everything we've been through. Let's talk a little bit about this Delta variant that we're hearing so much about. What in particular about it is so concerning?
There's more than one thing that's concerning about the Delta variant. It is probably the most ferocious variant we have right now. It's more contagious, so you're more likely to get it if you come in contact with someone. And it's about 2 times more likely to land you in the hospital compared to natural COVID. So that's concerning. I think if there is a silver lining, it's that our vaccines that we have available, if you get the 2-shot series, are still effective against that variant. But it's a formidable opponent. And when I think about only half of people being vaccinated, that's reason for some concern.
I think if people hearing that are not vaccinated, that would get them to at least think more about it.
Yeah, compared to taking your chances with a COVID variant that's 2 times more likely to land in the hospital, really, messed up India, I'd go out and get a shot that really doesn't have much downside. It's safe, it's effective, and then you can sit back and relax knowing you're not going to go to the hospital with COVID, even if it is that Delta variant.
We have a threshold of people vaccinated now, but are you concerned that these variants could upend the progress that we've made?
I think they could complicate things. We do have a lot of people vaccinated, and those folks are going to do okay. I'm hopeful that those who are unvaccinated, reconsider. But even if they don't and they start to get sick, I'm hopeful that our healthcare systems can keep up with the number of patients that might be coming in with COVID, even if we do see a little hot spot, say later in the fall, as this Delta variant becomes the dominant strain here in the U.S. So it's concerning, but I'm hopeful that we're not in the same situation that we were last fall, where we really didn't have many options left.
How significant is the Novavax vaccine that they hope to get approved sometime soon?
I think significant in 2 ways. One, there is a whole world left that needs to be vaccinated. A lot of countries aren't that far. So having a vaccine like Novavax that could get approved likely outside of the U.S. before approval in the U.S. really helps us with the worldwide fight against the pandemic. I think for us in the U.S., we do have a good supply of vaccine right now for the first wave of vaccines. But what we might see is that booster doses, whether they're due a year after we get our initial dose, maybe 2 years, that's going to generate a whole bunch of people who need to get that booster dose. So 100 million people looking to get, booster doses, having that fourth option could really help us get that done more quickly.
Where are we on the path to herd immunity right now?
We're hitting some speed bumps. Our vaccination rate is slowing, and I think what we're seeing is just variation, either state to state or county to county. Some areas, very high percentage of people vaccinated, but others not doing so well. And the greater the percent vaccinated, the better we do. But we're likely to fall short, at least for the July 1st timeline, on reaching herd immunity, where people who are unvaccinated or who can't generate an immune response to a vaccine are offered the same level of protection as those who've gotten the vaccine. It looks like we're going to miss that target, at least for July.
But the message is the vaccines work.
Yeah, there is so much data now, irrefutable data. Not only do they work, but they're darn safe. People aren't having problems when they get this vaccine. Nothing's happening. You don't get magnetized. You don't lose your fertility. There's just nothing going on that you need to be worried about with these vaccines. So for me, just a no-brainer. Roll up that sleeve, get that shot. There's so much upside, really no downside.
Will that be especially critical as we head toward the fall?
Absolutely, namely because this Delta variant is going to become our most common variant, the most common form of the disease that you're going to see here in the U.S. by this fall. It already is the most common variant in the U.K., and it's a little more effective at making us sick and causing problems. So we want to get vaccinated so you don't have to deal with that come this fall.
Get the shot. Doctor, thanks for being with us again today.
Just when we thought we'd have no more COVID headlines to talk about, there's always something.
Yeah,
Great to see you, Dr. Potoff. Thanks for your time.
You bet.
It seems like so long ago we started talking about this, but that vaccine to be developed that quickly is amazing.
It really is. We're not across the finish line yet. That's sort of the message. Still a way to go.
Get a shot, folks. Yeah. Next up at 4, teens have joined the workforce to record levels of post-pandemic numbers. There's a word missing, isn't there?
I think so. I think we got you, basically. Right. We'll find out what the pandemic did to drive teen employment coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It's the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more quiet time. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, change in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
From first-time homeowners to empty nesters, all homeowners want to take pride in the appearance of their home. And one way to do that is by adding new Eco Sky windows from Mad City. And you're going to love the color selection from champagne to forest green. Remember, we offer our exclusive Sky Mirror technology. Here at Mad City Windows, we're going to put a great window in your home. Listen to this number, 114% more airtight than your average window. What are you waiting for? Call in now to take advantage of these special savings. Be one of 50 homeowners to get free installation on a house full of new windows. We're going to put a good neighbor sign into your curb appeal counts. Call today. We're going to compensate you for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And if you call now, you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate only from Mad City. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Cabinet?
handled. Air conditioned. Lawn mowed. Get started on your next home project at Angie.com or download the Angie mobile app today. Make your home an Angie home. Angie, and done.
This is a Wisconsin Brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest broth, the broth that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Well, take a look at this. Neighbors call her Granny Anya. The 82-year-old helps a local community in her Russian town by tidying the yard and cleaning up stairwells to help her get through the day. Granny draws inspiration from the music. In particular, she prefers Soviet songs as well as tender melodies from old Indian movies. She says she can't help but dance when she's hearing one. She's become a local celebrity, taking pride in keeping her yard tidy and clean.
I love the pink Crocs and the hat.
I think the Crocs really set it off. Well, it took 460 days, but it's back. Stephen Colbert and The Late Show return to the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Meg Oliver was at the show and caught up with the audience to hear their reactions.
Here at Mad City Windows, we don't make decisions based on convenience. We do everything we're supposed to and a little bit more, like factory-trained installers. You're going to love our work. Listen to one of 50,000 satisfied customers like Joanne.
I have definitely sent pictures to friends, relatives, that, and they've all been, wow, that's fantastic.
Hey, give us a call here at Mad City Windows right now. Beat inflation, because you'll probably never see these prices again on new windows. Call in today to be one of 50 homeowners to get special savings like free installation on a house full of new windows. You got to be compensated for your time. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And if you call me right now, a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate, zip code, and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
If you have risk factors like heart disease, diabetes, and raised triglycerides, Visipa can give you something to celebrate. Visipa, when added to your statin, is clinically proven to provide 25% lower risk from heart attack and stroke. Visipa is clearly different. First and only FDA approved. Celebrate less risk, even for those with family history. Don't take Visipa if you are or become allergic to icosapent ethyl or any inactive ingredient in Visipa. Serious side effects may occur, like heart rhythm problems and bleeding. Heart rhythm problems may occur in more people with persistent cardiovascular risk or who have had them in the past. Tell your doctor if you experience an irregular heartbeat or other heart rhythm problems. Possible side effects include muscle and joint pain. Celebrate less risk. Added cardio protection. Talk to your doctor about adding protection with Visipa.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it sure has been nice to hold on to that sunshine today and the lower humidity. Thankfully, this evening's sitting nice and pretty, and for tomorrow, we're likely going to enjoy that again. But things switching up a little bit as we look ahead to the end of the week. Here's a live look over Madison with our WISC TV Skycam. Really pretty view for us currently. Radar, of course, nice and quiet. We're going to keep it that way, at least for the next about 48 hours before There's a little bit of a change in pace for us. We're starting to start trending a little warmer tomorrow, adding on a few more degrees. For Thursday, temperatures hop up quite a bit. We'll see highs in the low 90s. That's in front of our next system that brings quite a chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into early Friday morning. Some of those thunderstorms may become strong for us. We have had an alert day into the forecast for Thursday night. And then for the weekend, as we look ahead to Friday afternoon and Saturday, it'll be a nice sunny start, pleasant start to our weekend. Overnight, temperatures will fall through the 50s. We'll start off Wednesday at a pretty comfortable spot. It'll be a little cooler for us, actually. Mostly clear skies overnight with our breeze coming in from the northeast. For Wednesday afternoon, high temperatures will be in the low 80s. Looking ahead to Thursday, in the morning, we're dry, but notice that shift in wind direction coming in from the south. So we are expecting some warmer, a little more humid weather building in for us for Thursday. Afternoon high temperatures will land in the low 90s, and then this system brings in our chance for showers and thunderstorms late in the evening and at night. So by 8, 9 o'clock, we start to see a few isolated showers along the western edge of Wisconsin. We are expecting those showers to really build in, though, more during the overnight hours. And that's going to continue into early Friday morning. Could have some quick, heavy rainfall and potentially a few strong wind gusts mixed in that, maybe a little light hail also. So it's something we're going to be keeping an eye on heading into early Friday morning. This clears out likely by daybreak. So we are expecting most of the rain to be gone for us during the day on Friday, but we could still hold on to a few showers for us as we look ahead to Friday morning. Our severe weather chance for Thursday mainly to areas west of Dane County, where we'll see those showers building in earlier in the evening when we're closer to the heat of the afternoon. So that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on again, and that's part of the reason we've added that alert day to the forecast for Thursday night into Friday morning due to that possibility for some severe weather. For Wednesday, though, mostly sunny and warm outside. High temperatures will be in the low 80s, so we add on just a few more degrees compared to where we were at today. Not a big jump, but a little jump for us tomorrow. In the 10-day, a few opportunities for rain. That's nice to have a little more rain chances building in for us, actually. Mostly sunny for Wednesday. That alert day on Thursday, again, mainly for the rain chance coming through late in the day into early Friday morning. Thursday is going to be warm outside with highs in the low 90s. Friday in the upper 80s. So we don't drop too much for Friday afternoon, but by the weekend, highs will be back to the low 80s. A comfortable spot likely for us on Saturday. Sunday, the rain chance builds back in later in the evening, and we'll have another rain chance for Monday. Temperatures to start off next week trending a little below average for the first time in almost a month to see temperatures below average in the 70s, overnight lows in the 50s, and a few more rain chances expected to build in by the end of next week. So it is nice again to see a few more rain chances building in for us because we do certainly need it.
We certainly do. Maybe things will start leveling off now.
That would be good news, yes.
All right, thank you, Dana.
Thanks, Dana.
Part-time job postings are topping 2019's pre-pandemic numbers, and American teens may be spending the summer making money.
Employers struggling to fill jobs are looking to younger workers and in some cases offering more money to get them on the payroll. Elise Preston reports.
Here we are. 19-year-old Ethan Bentz earns his dough at the Bagel Cafe in Las Vegas. Now that school is out, money is in.
I expected to be, an average first job pay, but that's exceeded my expectations a little bit.
Ethan is part of a growing teenage workforce. Last month, the share of 16 and 19-year-olds holding jobs rose to more than 33%, the highest rate since 2008. Ethan's boss is looking for more employees just like him.
Anybody that walks in here, like I ask my customers, do you have a teenager son or a daughter? They want to work. I have jobs.
Employers, especially in leisure and hospitality, are struggling to fill jobs wiped out during the pandemic, but now bouncing back full force. Jersey Shore hotel owner Christina Ronoro increased the starting wage from $12 an hour to $15 an hour.
We're really, really shorthanded.
Economists say hiring challenges include parents struggling with childcare, foreign students unable to get work visas, and entry-level level seasonal work not paying as well as unemployment benefits.
There's still this expanded unemployment benefit that's, keeping some workers from coming back into the labor force, filling the jobs where there are openings.
One of those openings went to 16-year-old Sophia Shannon.
It's my first job ever, actually.
Sophia landed a job at a Michael's store in Lexington, Kentucky, and expects more of her peers will punch in too.
We all are like, oh, we're out of COVID and we're all old enough to work now. Maybe we should do that.
Teens across the country are finding a wealth of job opportunities that could make this a bankable summer. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Some good opportunities, and it's a good time for parents helpers too. As more people return to the office, the demand for nannies and babysitters is soaring.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
When we come back, The Late Show returned to the historic Ed Sullivan Theater last night, 460 days after their last taping. New York really is healing.
And then coming up tonight at 5, adolescent eating disorders are on the rise. We talked to an expert about how the pandemic exacerbated those issues. That story's coming up at 5.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, get free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Why hide your skin if Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control?
Hide my skin? Not me.
By hitting eczema where it counts, Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of eczema. And that means long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief for adults.
Hide my skin? Not me.
By helping to control eczema with Dupixent, you can show more with less eczema. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can change how your skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice. Talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, and another sign of America returning to normal. CBS's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert brought back its live audience last night.
More than 400 fans packed the Ed Sullivan Theater for the first time in nearly 15 months, and Meg Oliver was there.
When a clearly elated Stephen Colbert walked onto the stage of the Ed Sullivan Theater after more than 400 days away, he was greeted by a nearly minute-long standing ovation.
I don't know if I even remember how to pander to the most beautiful crowd in the world.
hundreds waited in line for hours Monday after snagging tickets online.
You ready for a laugh?
I'm ready for a real laugh. I'm ready to see him in person.
Wristbands where I can see him.
Audience members had to show proof of full vaccination to attend the show. Guest Jon Stewart said we owe a debt of gratitude to science.
Science has, in many ways, helped ease the suffering of this pandemic, which was more than likely caused by science.
You're shaking.
I know, because I'm so excited. And Marissa Godfrey, a nurse from Connecticut, says her family tuned into Colbert nightly during quarantine.
He's been a form of therapy for me.
Colbert got me through this pandemic.
A lot of people thought this is going to be years before New York comes back to normal. Maybe it's actually just months.
Brent Lang, Variety's executive editor of film and media, says the return of this staple is also a sign of hope. The majority of the city's theaters are set to reopen mid-September. Broadway brings in an estimated $14.7 billion to the economy and supports nearly 100,000 jobs.
When you see this line, what does it symbolize?
I mean, I think it symbolizes return and revival and restoration. It symbolizes the power and the strength of New York City.
We are the first show back up on Broadway. Suck it, Lion King.
The uplifting mood along this sidewalk last night was contagious. Everyone was smiling and strangers were making friends in line. They were so excited to be his first live audience back in more than a year. Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York.
420 days.
Yeah, I mean, we can relate. Remember how it felt to get back in this studio, in our studio, and into the newsroom, too?
And we have one person in the audience here.
Yeah, that's right.
Two now.
Two. Well, we have two.
All right, Father's Day is right around the corner. Did you hear that? Did dear old Dad grow a pandemic beard?
You might want to drop Dad a little hint with a nice gift, a beard trimmer. Consumer Reports tells us which ones are best when Live at 4 continues.
Time is running out to be one of 50 homeowners to participate in our home evaluation program. We want to take those old energy-wasting windows out and install the Eco Sky windows. Zip code and location are important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard. Curb appeal counts. Call in now to get new windows in your home and take advantage of these special savings. Call now to beat inflation and get some of the lowest prices you'll see all year long on new energy-efficient windows from Mad City Windows. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need new windows. Look at the savings. Free installation on a house full of new windows. Call today to get 18 months, no payments, no interest financing as we compensate you for your time. Last chance in this program to call. Don't you miss out. You'll get a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Remember, zip code and location are very important. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again, 608-338-1616, Mad City.
You've been taking mental health meds and your mind is finally in a better place. Except now you have uncontrollable body movements called tardive dyskinesia, TD. And it can seem like that's all people see. Some meds for mental health can cause abnormal dopamine signaling in the brain. While how it works is not fully understood, Ingrezza is thought to reduce that signaling.
Ingrezza is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with TD movements in the face and body. People taking Ingrezza can stay on their current dose of most mental health meds. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza affects you. Other serious side effects include potential heart rhythm problems and abnormal movements.
Shift the focus more on you. Ask your doctor about Ingrezza. It's simple. One pill, once daily. #1 prescribed for TD. Learn how you could pay as little as $0 at Ingrezza.com.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's a medicine specifically made for heart failure, Entresto. It's a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. Entresto was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
No accidents to report this evening, but we are seeing a few slowdown spots along the Beltline right now. Downtown Madison looking fairly smooth, but east and westbound along the Beltline going just a little slow for us. Westbound slowing down near Fish Hatch to about 30 miles per hour, but things improve a little bit as you get closer to the Raymond Road exit. Eastbound slow through the Fish Hatch exit all the way through Monona also before things start to pick up a bit. For Rock County, the interstate north and southbound looks smooth for us this evening. Downtown Janesville, still a lot of construction. But otherwise, traffic seems to be moving smoothly around it. Janesville to the Beltline, 26 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown, a quick 9-minute drive this evening.
Dana, thank you. The results are in. Broccoli is the U.S.'s favorite vegetable. That's according to Green Giant's annual Favorite Veggie Survey released today. Many of those questioned praise the taste of broccoli, calling that the main factor in their selection. Carrots came in as the runner-up, followed by corn. The findings in the survey were based on more than 5,300 people between the ages of 18 and 72. What do you think?
I love broccoli.
Number one?
Yeah, I love it.
I like cauliflower.
Yeah, that's the same family.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Father's Day just around the corner, and if your dad grew a lockdown beard, nothing says I love you, and we think it's time you take care of that thing like a brand new beard trimmer.
Luckily, Leah Linscheid and Consumer Reports found some great beard trimmers to help you tame those wild whiskers.
Over the past year or so, some people have grown what's known as a quarantine beard. No need to shave if you're not leaving your house, right? But as we inch back to normal, looking like an untamed beast might not work anymore. A solution, a beard trimmer. But with so many choices, where do you start?
The most important part of a beard trimmer is the blades. So look for one with strong, sharp blades, usually made with either titanium or steel, which you can find on the packaging.
CR recently gave a couple dozen folks donning some scruffy facial hair a beard trimmer to use and share some very honest feedback about their experiences.
What I really liked about this one is that it's just this one power button and it does the job. That's all I needed.
Something I look forward to in a trimmer is something that feels sturdy. This one felt a little bit plasticky, so it kind of fell short of my expectations.
Participants tended not to like trimmers with lots of small, flimsy parts that were a pain to clean or had a short battery life.
The beard trimmers the participants tended to like were fully washable, had a travel lock, and felt sturdy and durable. Two standout favorites, this Remington Smart Beard Trimmer and this Philips Norelco Multi-Groom. Both scored high marks in operation, basic features, and usability. And while YouTube beard trimming video tutorials can be useful, most of CR's volunteers said they preferred clear, easy-to-follow instructions provided by the manufacturer. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Linscheid.
Thank you, Leah. Beard trimmer or not, don't forget Father's Day is coming up this Sunday.
The role of a father in the family system is constantly evolving and the subject of some fascinating research. Tova Walsh is an assistant professor in the School of Social Work at UW-Madison, and she is an expert in early parenting and child development. Hi, Tova. Welcome to Live at 4.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Well, there is, at this point, decades of research that show that across pretty much every domain of development, having a positively involved father is a benefit to children. So children do better socially, cognitively, all the areas of their development, academically, when they have a positively involved father in their life. Well, fathers have become increasingly involved in hands-on ways as caregivers, so adding on to the more traditional roles, gendered kind of fathering roles that we might think of as provider for the household and protector, that's really broadened in recent years to become more of an expectation of fathers being really full co-parents and involved in the day-to-day care of kids. And it's been pretty exciting to see that progress. That's right. So the pandemic really sped up that process, I think, or helped to kind of amplify a trend that was already underway, with fathers spending quite a lot of additional time over the last year at home with their kids, involved in supporting kids with virtual learning, involved in play with their kids, and all the day-to-day things, with lots more time to do that with kids home due to school and daycare closures and many dads working from home. It really facilitated an opportunity for a lot more intense time together for better and for worse. It's stressful, but it also, a lot of fathers have really appreciated that opportunity.
The pandemic was a good thing for fathers and their children.
Yeah, so I think one of the positive side effects of something that, has caused so much pain for so many, has been that time together and that opportunity to be together at home. And, a lot of fathers in the research that I'm doing and that others have been doing, we're hearing from fathers that they have really experienced this as really special to have this extra time with their kids, and that they're trying to think about ways, even as kids go back to school, even as fathers go back, those who are working from home, returning to offices, that they really want to extend into the future the time that they're this additional time and quality time, and prioritize that, having learned from the experience of the last year.
Father, for a child to get all of the perks of a strong male role model in their life.
So absolutely, children benefit from father figures being involved in their lives who are related to them in all kinds of ways. So biological fathers, stepfathers, father figures, sometimes it's grandfathers who play a fathering role in a really active day-to-day caregiving role. But anyone who is involved in that way, in providing the day-to-day care and wanting what's best for a kid and being really involved in their life in hands-on ways, children benefit.
Important than ever, I would think.
That's right, and this has been, such a stressful year, and thinking about what kids have been through too, with so much change and disruption, and having strong relationships with all caregivers is meaning so much to kids at this point.
Father's Day this Sunday.
Yes.
Let dear old dad know.
Yes.
Tova, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Tova. Great to see you.
Thank you.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for, but surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn, and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
We are hoping to get our community on the road to recovery.
There's a lot of joy and excitement
to go back to normal school. So happy to not have to worry as much.
It has been another great turnout.
News 3 Now, taking action to protect everyone from COVID-19.
We are expecting another nice day tomorrow, just a little warmer outside. We'll add on a few more degrees, and then temperatures as we look ahead to Thursday, quite a bit warmer, hopping up to the low 90s with our next chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday morning. That system could bring a little shaky setup with some of those showers and thunderstorms strengthening for us right around sunset. Now, for the weekend, once we get through that system, we are expecting sunshine for late Friday and into Saturday. So we have added an alert day into the forecast because of those storm chances for Thursday night. We could have some strong to severe thunderstorms possible. It's something that we're going to keep a close eye on as we look ahead through the next few days.
All right, Jana, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, why is it so dry over much of the country? A UW expert fills us in.
And we're going behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in a Jeep Wrangler plug-in hybrid. Yep, an electric Jeep. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.